No one is born with shame. Self-doubt isn't part of your DNA. The feeling that you're not enough didn't come from within. It was learned. Not because it was true, but because your brain was trying to survive. Trying to make sense of things. Trying to keep you safe. A glance that made you feel invisible. A sentence that stuck longer than it should have. Silence where there should have been safety. These are not facts, but your brain treated them as patterns. And so it adapted. It wasn't you. It was what your mind thought you had to become. Yes, you were shaped, but you are not the shape itself. What you now call you might still be running on survival patterns from when you were 5, or 8, or 12. Back then, you didn't get to choose. You had to absorb. So you accepted rules that weren't yours. Rules like, I have to be perfect. I'm too much. I'm a burden. They sound like personality traits, but they're really just survival scripts. What's deeper than that, what's real, is still there. And it's waiting. Beneath those beliefs lives something untouched, something quiet, but true. The part of you that sees clearly. The part that didn't shrink to fit in. The part that always knew, this isn't really me. But adaptation came first. You had to make it work. So your brain did what it was designed to do. Build shortcuts, build safety, build stories. And it worked, until it didn't. Because now those patterns are keeping you stuck. They're outdated. You've outgrown them. And here's what matters. You are not your brain. You own your brain. And it can change. You don't have to keep repeating what used to be necessary. You are not a prisoner of automatic thoughts. You're not required to live by rules written by a younger version of you who just wanted to feel safe. Change starts when you pause, when you observe instead of obey, when you stop asking, is this true? And start asking, is this still helpful? Old beliefs fade when better ones take their place. New patterns don't come from fighting the old. They come from practicing the new, over and over, until the nervous system says, this feels like home now. You don't need to fix yourself. You need to meet yourself, fully. And that meeting changes everything. The brain learns just like a child, through repetition, emotion, and experience. If you've believed for years that you're not enough, that thought has carved a deep path inside you. It became automatic, almost invisible. But you can build something new. Let's say each morning you say, I'm still growing, and that's enough for today. You say it out loud. You breathe. You feel what it means. You imagine what it would be like to truly live from that belief. And you do this daily. 5, 10, 30 times. That's how the brain rewires. Not by deleting the past, but by adding new input, again and again, until the old path fades from disuse. Think about it. Riding a bike once felt impossible, until your brain built the pattern, until it saw, felt, believed. I can do this. That same process applies to who you believe you are. You're not stuck with the thoughts you inherited. You get to choose what gets reinforced now. And that choice, made often enough, becomes your new foundation. That's not a trick. That's training. That's how the story changes. For real. If this spoke to something deep in you, then know, this is just the beginning. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Not noise, not hype, but calm truth. Something to help you come back to yourself, again and again. Your story isn't finished. Let's keep rewriting it together.